Hi, this is Suzanne Curry, and we are Behind the Scenes. That's Behind the Scenes with two Z's with Ursula Abbott, who is starring in a new movie called A Case of Blue. Ursula, pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
So tell me, what is your role like in this movie?
Oh, I play the role of Chelsea, who is Richard's daughter, and she is just a girl taking care of her dad.
Like all of us.
As we do, as we do. They take care of us, and then we take care of them. And she's concerned about her dad and helping him transition to the next place in his life.
One of the many roles of females.
Yes, right. We're when you're a mother, you're a mother.
You're a mother.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she's mothering her dad a little bit.
So tell me, what are you from New Jersey? What brings you here? This movie is based in New Jersey, with a lot of Jersey folks. Are you a Jersey folk?
I'm not a Pennsylvania girl.
Okay,
I'm
close enough.
But I go through Jersey.
Okay.
To get home.
Okay.
And
so
back.
You know the turnpike, you know the shore.
Of course I do.
Okay. All right.
Of course I do.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, honorary Jersey girl.
Yeah, I mean,
honorary Jersey girl.
I'll dig in.
So what have you, like, living in Pennsylvania, where did you go to school? How did you get into acting?
Yeah, sure. I grew up in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Went to Penn State.
Chocolate capital of the world.
I know, I love it. It's nice to go home. It's nice to go home. Yeah, I went to Penn State and then came to New York and worked here. I did some music theater for a while, and I've worked on a couple films. I hosted a show for Nickelodeon called Girls vs. Boys for a couple of years that I loved.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that when they were filming down in Florida?
We did shoot one season in Florida.
Okay.
We shot in Hawaii and Montana and Puerto Rico. It was really fun.
Wow.
Really fun gig. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been a lot.
So tell me about, you said you did some movies?
I've done a couple films. I've did a film called Brooklyn Rules, Chapter 27, The Good Guy. Those were a couple of the more recent ones I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, I've done
So
that.
you studied it and you're doing it.
I studied it and I'm doing it, yeah.
Very good, very good. So tell me about Ursula the person. If you had a whole day to do absolutely nothing, how would you fill it up?
Gosh, you know, my first thought is I would do something fun with my kids, but I do that every day. I like to do something fun without my kids.
Okay.
That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to go somewhere by, you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to go to the beach for the day by myself.
With a book.
Maybe not even that.
Just stare at the waves.
I would just sit there and zone out. Yeah, it'd be great.
So, since you studied acting and music in college, apparently there was some spark in you as a young child that you wanted to go into this. So tell me a movie or a TV show that you watched that inspired you and said, I want to do that.
Absolutely. You know what I loved? When I was about 12, there was a movie called La Bamba that came out about Richie Valens.
Oh yeah,
Have you
seen that.
seen that?
I did see
it
that.
wasn't like a huge hit, but I loved it. I loved the story of this kid looking for his place in the world, and he was a musician, and he came from nothing and built his stuff up and went back and bought his mama a house at the end.
Yeah.
I love that part.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
movie. Remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Binging is what everyone's doing these days. We just had the Emmy nominations come out. Do you watch any of those? And what shows, again, if you had a spare 5 hours with no kids around, what would you binge on?
Gosh. Like a good Netflix binge. I love.
Doesn't have to be Netflix.
It doesn't have to be Netflix,
Could
right?
be on
It could be on
demand.
demand.
Could be something on Lifetime, Hallmark Channel, anything.
Lately, I have been loving the whole stand-up comedian tracks. Everyone's doing it. It's fantastic, and you can see everyone and everything. I just saw fantastic. Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's stand-up because it didn't turn into stand-up. It started as stand-up, but with her name. The show is called Nanette.
Don't know it.
Forgetting it.
Don't know it.
But I could do that. I could just watch stand-up comics on
comedy.
TV. Yeah.
I've
But I'm also a huge fan of. There was I would Orange is the New Black Girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm still sticking with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely binge Orange. Yeah, that's a good binge for me.
Okay, good.
Guilty pleasure.
So, besides Case of Blue, anything we can see you in that you want to give a shout out to?
Right now, I'm actually producing and starring in a web series called Mother Judger.
Oh.
And it's about moms.
Okay.
And they're. I'll tell you in 1 minute.
Okay, we are on the set, so this is what happens.
Sorry. It's a web series about how moms get together and support each other, but are also completely judging each other in a nice, sweet, God bless her kind of way.
Of course.
I'm sure you're not
and
familiar with this
looking what everyone does.
Absolutely.
How many baseball training places
Absolutely.
they've been to,
Yeah.
and yes.
And how parenting in this day and age can be kind of judged even on social media. Like the way you post about people and what they do and what their children are doing. And
Yes.
and how many
So is that on the
non-organic.
web or is it on a specific
Right
platform?
now, it's on Facebook,
Okay.
but we might be having a new platform soon.
Okay, give us the
Yeah,
URL
I
for
will.
it.
We are at the www.therefinerynyc.com,
Oh,
or on Facebook we are therefinerynyc.com.
Excellent. Watch that.
Yeah.
Ursula, it was a pleasure. Can't wait
was
to
a
see
pleasure.
Case of Blue.
Yay, me too. All right, thanks.